What's going on, everybody? This is TheJackson, and welcome to my little gameplay here. No show today, Saturday morning, moving the chains. Just was not able to do it, so I'm going to try to get this out to you guys before the games today, Saturday, playoff games, and I'm going to put my picks on here. Basically, it's been kind of hard getting videos out lately, so really needed to try to get this one out. It's late, Saturday morning actually, but I guess late Friday night, if you will. Need to get to bed, so I'm just gonna play a 2-minute quarter game here of the final playoff game scheduled for the weekend. Of course, my Bengals lost, and a lot of bad injuries, though. I mean, there was just no way we were gonna win. I talked on the show last week saying that Jermaine, I was under the impression that maybe Green couldn't go, but we'd have Jermaine Gresham at least. And we didn't have Jermaine Gresham or AJ Green, and then Maluga went down, and then you take into account that we didn't have Eifert, we didn't have Marvin Jones. Just wasn't a good situation, and so not a big surprise. What was surprising is that we hung in the first half that well with all these injuries, but so whatever, you know, it hurt, but I could understand what the deal was. I don't want to talk about that too much. I kind of want to get into picks, because that's the main reason I'm putting this out, is because even though I couldn't do the show, I think it's important that I stay consistent and keep the picks going. I actually threw up the picks on Twitter just in case I wasn't able to get anything out. And but hey, hopefully this is uploaded in time. You know, maybe I do get this uploaded, but it's after one of the games starts. So I wanted to have the Twitter picks up, so it's official, so nobody can question it. Last week, Madden one-upped me. I went 2-2. It was not very good, but Madden went 3-1. Pretty solid. So we're tied now, and you can see I'm gonna put up the little graphic here for like, I don't know, 10 seconds, 20 seconds, a minute, who knows how long, but just so you guys can see that we're tied. And let's go ahead and get into the picks here. Today, since I'm hoping this uploads Saturday, I mean, something goes wrong and I can't upload it then. But today at 4:35, we have, hold on a second. Oh, okay, that's a good point. We have Baltimore at New England. That's a pretty good game to start with. I mean, Joe Flacco has been hot, and I missed my pick. I was sure too. I looked really dumb, but I really did not expect these Ravens to come out and see this Joe Flacco. But now that he showed me that he really is this just amazing playoff entity, where he just comes out in the playoffs and is a monster. I mean, we saw their run they had a few years ago, and he did that. But you don't expect it, especially after a year of kind of quietness. They didn't really do much at all, and now he's back in the playoffs. He's playoff Joe Flacco, and he's a beast. However, I am going to stick with my pick of New England going to represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. So I've got to pick them to win here. I'm going to take New England 24-20. I think Joe Flacco does okay, but New England defense is quite formidable, and I think they should be able to hold them to around 20 points. While Tom Brady's offense hasn't looked amazing, I think they'll be able to get the job done in a close game, 24-20. Madden is taking Baltimore to win in a pretty high-scoring game, 33-31. And I'm not even paying attention to the gameplay going on, so you have to excuse it if it's pretty bad. Let's move on to the 8:15 game tonight. Carolina at Seattle. Watching the Arizona and Carolina game, I picked Carolina and they won pretty handily. Of course, Arizona just, oh my gosh, I feel so sorry for that defense. They were playing so good and making plays and getting turnovers when they most needed it, but that offense was so bad. Of course, having a third-string quarterback did them in. But watching that game, both teams just looked like they were not playoff teams. They didn't look like they belonged. They looked sloppy. It was hard to watch. So I'm gonna go with, there's no way Seattle's gonna lose in Seattle to this team. I'm gonna take Seattle 31-17, and that's honestly, in my opinion, closer than it should be. But I didn't want to go too crazy. I feel like anything could happen. Carolina can make a few plays or play a little better. So 31-17 Seattle. Madden is also taking Seattle in a bigger blowout, 41-14, and I'm returning this kick. And actually, that looked like a decent return. I got taken down by the kicker, but I wasn't even looking at the screen for about 95% of that return. I was reading off my notes here. Let's get this play in. Oh, and then that brings us to the Sunday games. At 1:05 p.m. kickoff, Dallas at Green Bay. Dallas has become the team I'm rooting for to win the Super Bowl. I wouldn't mind Green Bay. I don't like the Patriots, so I'm going to be rooting probably for any NFC team if the Patriots represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. But I've really kind of become a Dallas fan the last couple years. You know, I'm not going to act like I'm some sort of true fan of the Cowboys, but I've started to like them, which is interesting. But let's make this play. Oh, come on, Demarius. I'm gonna take Green Bay 35-24 over Dallas. I picked Green Bay to win the Super Bowl over New England, so I've got to stick with it. But I just think that as long as Aaron Rodgers is healthy, that's a huge key here. He has to be healthy. If he goes out in the game, I mean, the pick's still gonna count the same, but you know what I mean. You can't hold me accountable for that, like, you know, obviously. But I've got to go with them, with Green Bay at home, and Aaron Rodgers. He's pretty much a beast, unstoppable, and I think Dallas looked a tad vulnerable against a Detroit team that I thought was dangerous, but not great. Let's go for Demarius again, and his picks. Man, felt like we should have had one of those 3 plays. That's okay. Let's just get in cover 3 here. Hopefully we can get these picks in, and maybe I can actually play the second half a little halfway serious here. So yeah, Green Bay 35-24, and Madden has Green Bay 28-14. That'll bring us to the 4:40 p.m. kickoff time on Sunday, which will finish off our divisional round playoff weekend that I'm excited for. I need to get some rest and go to sleep so I can just enjoy the games and be well rested. But Indianapolis at Denver, 4:40. Indianapolis is not that great of a team. I know, of course, I'm a Bengals fan, sour grapes, blah, but not really. I haven't liked them all year. I haven't liked the Bengals all year consistency-wise, and the injuries just killed them. I think the Bengals, when healthy, are a little bit better than the Colts because of their defense. Just a little bit. If we're fully healthy as a team on offense, I think our defense is much better than theirs. Their offense is much better than ours, but I think in the end we have enough firepower on offense to stay in, and our defense can force turnovers and hold that one-dimensional offense because it can only pass, really. I mean, with Ahmad Bradshaw they were okay, but obviously they don't have Bradshaw right now. So anyways, enough of that. Denver hasn't looked good either, but I just think Peyton Manning's legacy is on the line. This Denver defense is good. The only game I think they've looked really bad in this year is against Cincinnati. The defense didn't look that great at all. It was kind of an aberration. But other than that, their defense is pretty solid. And I look for them to really force some turnovers. And I'm picking it to be a close game, though. I think it's going to come down to last-second play, or it's definitely coming down to the fourth quarter, in my opinion, in my estimation. So 27-24, Denver Broncos are going to take this one, and I'm rooting for Peyton Manning. I don't know, that's the team I want to come out of the AFC. I'm a big Peyton Manning fan, so I'm rooting for him, and I don't think they can beat the Patriots in Foxborough, but I hope they do. Oh my goodness. First, they've got to win this game, though. With Indianapolis coming in, I think they should. I don't think Indianapolis is a very great, solid, consistent team you can count on. I do, like I'm saying, I'm predicting this game to be close. So obviously, I do think they have enough firepower with Andrew Luck in that offense to maybe be able to pull off an upset, surprise a few people. But they're not going to be able to make a full playoff run through the Super Bowl. Madden's also taking Denver, guys. 21-16. While we are waiting for this next kickoff, I'll take a second here. I'm just going to put up the picks so you can take a look at them for just a little bit. A little pick sheet. Get a good look. Memorize it. Just kidding. Let me know your picks in the comments. And, yeah. Get some good interaction going on here. But let's go ahead and play this game now. I'm down 10-0, unfortunately. But now maybe I can focus on the game a little bit. I'm going to take this out. Come on. Like Pac-Man. He never does not return a kickoff or a punt. I've only seen him call a fair catch or just not even go for the ball at all a couple times. And it was just really bad situations. And then I've seen him take the ball in a couple of those really bad situations and try to return. It did not go well, but it's an interesting philosophy for a returner. I kind of like it, though. I kind of like it. When you're as talented as Pac-Man, who got first team All-Pro for kick returning. I think he let... Oh, we threw him off for a second. Come on, he's got to beat him. Oh, come on. Dang. When you've got that kind of talent, it's all good. It's all good if you want to do something a little more aggressively. Come on, Welker. I couldn't get... yeah. Maybe the throw didn't lead him enough, but he just couldn't get around the edge. We got to go for it here. Alright, we're just going to sit in this I formation. I guess I'll go with slants. I don't really love slants. Alright, let's at least have, like, Thomas going on an in route here. Holy chicken nugget. Oh, yeah, come on, Peyton. Woo! Let's go no huddle. I'm going to do a Peyton style here, a little Peyton style, no huddle. Alright, we're going to throw the play action on him. I'm just going to really throw him off. We're finally going to get a big play here, but to the tight end. Oh, boy. Double coverage. Beat it. Beat it, Julius. Oh, no, Sean Moreno's hurt, even though he doesn't play for him anymore. Oh, yeah, speaking of that, the mod, like, it's getting bad. People are kind of, like, talking, basically talking down to the mod creator. It's pretty disrespectful, in my opinion, but it is interesting, all the stuff that seems to be going wrong and all the miscommunications with this mod. So it's just going to be coming out a little bit late, which is cool with me. I'm not going to get on there, and I'm thankful for any mod because I know I'm not going to be able to take on that project myself. And this may be the last mod we get, so who knows? If nobody new takes over, it probably will be. So let's go for Welker. Shouldn't have gone for Welker. He's too small. I'm just doing crazy. I'm just throwing the ball deep and doing things I don't normally do here. I mean, I do throw the ball deep, but not as a regular game plan. Oh, come on. Come on, baby. There, it finally worked. On fourth down. They left Demarius in single coverage. That's going to go to the fourth quarter. We're going to have to... I'm going to go with an onside kick if I get a TD here, or regardless of what happens. I probably should just kick the field goal. But I'm going to try to just throw the ball into the end zone from here, because I know I can make a field goal here easily. So let's just go all 3 downs to the end zone. Alright, or not. We'll go Decker here. Oh, good overthrow. I don't want to complete that and run the clock. I want to save my timeouts. Okay, let's see. Let's go Decker. Let's use Welker as a kind of a decoy here. Oh, baby. Oh, come on, he dropped. Dang it. Come on. Alright, ooh, look at this inside route Decker's gonna run. Of course, if Thomas is in single coverage, I'll throw it up to him, but we'll look for that. Alright. Oh, come on, man. What kind of throw is that, Peyton? Alright, let's take the field goal here, and we'll go for the onside kick. And even if we don't get it, we still will have our timeouts to try to stop them. Probably, we might have to go for a field goal block. I hope not. This is why you don't want to take a field goal here. Because if you do get a touchdown in that situation, then you can allow a field goal and still be within one possession. If they hit a field goal here, we're done. So I'm not going to go for the onside kick. Obviously, you see there. I don't want to give him a chance to put the game out of reach. So we need to shore up that other side here. Oh, come on. He broke that. Look at him. Look at him. Alright, is that first? Yeah. Alright, we're going to let the clock run then. I'm going to go engage 8. Hopefully they send a play too quickly. Come on, snap it, snap it. We could have a little under a minute, about 50 seconds, if we can stop them on all 3 downs here. Oh no, you really such a... Okay. Okay, yeah, let's do that. Wow. We keep engage 8. I guess I won't send any of the corners on. Alright, now we're going to call it timeouts. So now we'll have about 35 seconds or 30 seconds, somewhere in there. I have to block a field goal. Come on, man. Oh, they're throwing it again. What? Oh my. That is so disrespectful. Come on, guys. I played the first half handicapped. Oh, you. Oh, goodness. Such nonsense. I hate to have to end this on such a nonsensical note, but so we've got my picks. You've got what the record is in picks between me and Madden. We're tied up, so it's a tight battle. I mean, it's playoffs. It's not like we're picking a high number of games, high volume of games each week. You know, it's 4 games, then 2 games, then 1 game. So it's coming down to the nitty-gritty, and we only picked 1 game this week differently, so that could be a huge difference. We're tied. One of us is going to be 1 up on the other going into next week, regardless of what happens in these games. So, interesting stuff. Thank you guys for watching this short little 2-minute quarters gameplay where I gave you guys my picks and gave you Madden's picks and all that good stuff. There's a dog barking outside. I'm tired. I need to go to sleep. So I'm going to do that. Once again, thank you for watching. And as always, peace.